frosted glass.
All right, gang, welcome back to Death Curse Society. We are back for some more news, information, commentary, and a bunch of other fuckery. We don't know what the hell is going to happen. I got the Colonel, and I got Zigzag with me. I'm Red Crank, so hey, welcome to the show. We're going to get right into it. We got a topic to talk about right now. Let's go camping, folks.
You're going to Camp Blood, ain't you? You'll never come back again. It's got a death curse.
Our topic on Let's Go Camping today is the upcoming Happy Death Day to You. We're going to let you check out a trailer real quick, and we'll be right back to talk about it.
Dude, I am tripping right now. I feel like I've totally lived through this day already.
Deja vu?
Yes.
The day reset when you died, right?
Yeah.
I might be able to help with that. I died 11 times. I was stuck reliving the same day over and over again until someone wearing a baby mask murdered me on the night of my birthday. Turns out it was my roommate, Lori. I kicked her crazy ass out a window and killed her, which broke the loop. But now I'm living the better version of my life.
You okay?
No.
Oh, hey, you're up. I folded your pants for you.
No way.
Dude, did you hit that or what?
I don't believe this. It's Monday the 18th again!
Go.
Stop global warming.
Go.
I'm
Go.
dead!
Go, Sean. It's your birthday.
I thought it ended the loop, but I'm back. Oh my god. Everything's different. This time, it's coming after all of us.
If you don't reset the day and try again, they're dead for good, aren't they?
So I'm gonna have to die over and over again to save all of you.
I mean, I guess you could just reset the day yourself.
Genius idea.
Okay,
Okay, let's do this.
They like me, I want them to love me like they love pop.
If I don't stop the killer, more people will die. Failure's not an option.
Focus, man. My money on my mind. Got a meal out the deal, and I'm still in the grind. Now, shorty says,
I'm literally dying to figure this out.
a girl from Wooded, they buy, and they ready to go.
Oh, hey, you're up.
I'm so done with this shit.
My flow, my show brought me to
I am on borrowed time here.
bought me all my fancy things.
What the
My crib, my car, my clothes, my
Alright, let's see what you got.
game up, and I ain't changed.
We're in crisis mode, Tree. Who's gonna pledge Kappa now that we have a death curse?
That's the trailer for Happy Death Day to You, which drops in theaters February 13th. I know the trailer said Valentine's Day. We'll talk a little bit about that here in a minute. That's a whole different situation. But it drops February 13th. First off, guys, who has seen the original? Have you guys seen this one? You both have, really?
Yeah.
All right, so what do you think of the original one first? Let's start with Colonel on this.
My thoughts on the original film. This.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough. Ziggy, what do you think?
Conceptually, I really liked what the idea was. I mean, it's Groundhog's Day with a serial killer, so I mean, kind of cool. It's somewhat original, but you know, I was kind of with Colonel. I was one-eyeing it towards the end of it. You know, it was kind of trying, come on, get it over with. You know, so a bit surprised to see a sequel to this one.
I have not seen the original. The original just did not appeal to me. This one, even further, doesn't really appeal to me for obvious reasons. Ziggy, talk to us a little bit about the trailer and the upcoming movie, Death Day to You.
Okay, I mean, it's your classic, you know, we're going back and we got the same characters again, and it looks like the same, maybe it might be happening to someone else, but she's aware of it this time. But to me, it looks like they went completely tongue-in-cheek, and it's going to be over the top with jokes and gags like that, so that's where they lose me with the appeal on this one. Not looking forward to it. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be a surprise. I'm sure I'll get around to seeing it again like I did this last one, but the term beating a dead horse comes to mind for me.
All righty, Colonel.
Yeah, come on, Zag. you thought there's gonna be a lot of humor in this film. Even last episode, if our fans remember, we all kind of stuck our noses in the air towards this when we discussed it for upcoming 2019 titles. Yeah. A bunch of smug pricks like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll see it. It just, I don't know. I mean, it'd make a great date movie if you have a date Valentine's weekend. I mean, she might get scared a little bit, and might get a little jerk after the movie, at least something.
How about during the movie?
Hashtag theater jerk.
Yeah.
The new Pee-wee doll comes with turbo fast, so little Pee-wee can beat this drum.
I mean, other than that, I really don't have much to say about it. Okay, we're gonna have some humor. It's practically the same movie with more people added to the Groundhog Day sequences, and there you go.
Looks like too much humor to me is what the problem is. It looks like they just like, we're just going to go and whatever comes to mind, whatever goofiness we see, we're just going to run with it. And they are, according to the trailer, man, it's just not going to be serious at all.
Like Zag said, I like the concept. Groundhog Day with a serial killer. Seems like a thought, or like I think they could have done something better with it, I assume. But yeah, this second one looks even so much worse than the other one. Like you said, I don't get why they are making this again or doing this again. And personally, you guys can disagree with me all you want if you want to, but I hate little cutesy sequel titles like To You. I hate that shit. So fucking dumb. Too Fast, Too Furious. Ooh, fuck you.
Well, wait a minute. Now, with that franchise, didn't they just start going into all kinds of variations of Too Fast or The Fast and the Furious? That was the original title.
Right.
And now we're all onto these. Yeah, we got a number and a letter and a Batman logo and shit. What the fuck, man?
I don't know. I haven't seen one of those films since the fucking third one, man. Apparently they're good. I don't know.
Never seen one. Never want to see one. Fuck them. Not interested.
I did see the first one on cable, and I did go to the theater to see Tokyo Drift for some reason. I don't remember why, but I remember not hating it. Hopefully, there's no fucking stars in it,
Hopefully, you at least got a theater jerk, if that was the case.
That's what I'm thinking it was about. I think I got dragged there by some gearhead chick I might have been messing with at the time. So who knows, Anyway, back on topic. One thing I will say about the trailer that I really dislike is they fucking spoil the end of the first one in the trailer for the second one. I was interested in seeing this movie until they give the ending away for the first one. So now I'm a little less interested. I'm about a 3 out of 10, but I will probably go see it just for the fans out there. And we're here.
Yeah, we'll give you our 2 cents on it, that's for sure.
Unfortunately, that's about the substance they gave us to work with, and the anticipation of what we're seeing looks exactly what it is to be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be a continuation with dumber jokes, and, I don't know, maybe the gore will save it for the horror fans. I'll see it too. I mean, we'll get it down and we'll figure it all out, and, look for a little snippet of a review once it does. We do see it, and just check here. You'll get it.
Yeah. Don't hold your breath, though, because I have a feeling reviews are not going to be very positive, if you can already tell.
Might be a short stay in theaters.
Let's talk about this, because it was originally slated for Valentine's Day. Has this entire marketing pitch behind, great date movie, blah, 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 blah. But it got moved up a day because we try not to tread too heavily on political type topics here with Death Curse Society. We know the world is kind of a divisive place right now. This kind of, I wanted to talk about this. I hope you guys do too.
Sure.
They moved it up one day because the Parkland kids contacted the studio and said, hey, since that's going to be the 1-year anniversary, Valentine's Day, of the big Parkland shooting in Florida, could you not have a movie that kind of glorifies violence coming out on that day? And the studio agreed, which I think in some ways is a respectable thing, but, you know, where are we going with this? Let's start with Zag on this.
That's what I got to say about that. You're a bunch of complete vaginas for doing this, even giving it. I understand the movie's called Happy Death Day. It's not like we're celebrating the death of the Parkland people, okay? That's not what this is. It's a fucking film. It's this escape from real world. That's the way you should look at this kind of thing. It's art. Don't lump it in with everyday real shit around us, because it's not. This is what the fuck. This is why we can't get into this politics shit, because the dumb shit you stupid assholes do and say get us into rants like this. I'm going to stop now before I really get pissed. All right, Crank.
You good?
I'm fine.
Good. All right. Do you need to take a Xanax or something? There you go. maybe that'll chill you out a little bit. All right. Colonel.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be a little more.
Feel free to use ASL too if you need to.
No, I'm gonna be a little more even on this subject. I'm gonna be the calm voice of reason on this.
What?
I mean, I give Universal credit for doing it, but I'm kind of Zag here. It's like I understand. Okay, 1 year anniversary of Parkland. Well, that's all. The February 14th is also like the fucking 80-something anniversary of the St. Valentine's Day Massacre in Chicago.
Yeah.
Like, did we cancel shit on Valentine's Day because of that? No. It's like I respect Universal for doing it, and if you think about it, take out of the politics, it gives them an extra day to gain money on the box office for the weekend. This is going to be a little bit more money in their pocket. Universal probably wasn't going to throw a fit.
That's kind of where I was thinking, that the reason they did it was it is going to give them an extra day. You don't really have very many movies dropping on a Wednesday very often, which is what's going to happen here. You don't have many really dropping on a Thursday except for sneak previews, like, you know, or advanced screenings or whatever you want to call them for Friday releases. This gives them an entire other day, basically, to, you know, kind of pad their weekend box office, which can only help. And it, like you guys have already mentioned, it is going to be a good date movie for that weekend. So it's probably going to rake in a few bucks that first weekend. After that, probably about an 80% drop in box office, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm on the fence with this political thing here. I understand the desire, especially since it's kind of a recent deal, you know, just 1 year. I understand the desire to kind of not take attention away from the tragedy that happened in Parkland, but I mean, are they gonna do this next year? Are they gonna do this a year after? 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later? Are they still gonna be like, hey, try not to drop anything violent on Valentine's Day? I hope not. I'll give them a year. I will give them a year, but if they continue to try to push this agenda, I'm not a big fan of it. All respect to the Parkland students, and I applaud what they are doing for the social consciousness of what's going on in America with shootings and these. I mean, there have been way too many mass shootings in the last year even. I applaud what they're doing. Just don't push this on the entertainment industry too much, because it's starting to sound like some of the old congressional hearings where, you know, oh, well, movies with guns are making kids go crazy. No, stop that shit. Stop that shit right now.
Yeah, we don't need another round of McCarthyisms and shit, all right?
Exactly.
Just relax, okay? Just, man, it's art. It's just entertainment. Again, we're not celebrating anything on any day, any fucking date. It's just a release day, man.
Yeah.
Don't go see it the first day. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Go see it Saturday. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, you know, again, I'm good. I'm fine. Just that's where I stand now. I just don't feel, you know, to what end? To what end do we go with this? As he's saying, you know, I mean, this You give them an inch, they take a mile with this kind of stuff, and we just got to watch it, man. You know, I'm a believer of freedoms and shit, man. That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm. I agree. So hopefully, like I said, I'll give them this year. I'll give them this one thing for this year. But if they come back next year and something else happens to be going on or whatever, don't do it again. All right? Parkland kids?
Respect to you, man. Respect for stepping up and saying it. I mean, it's horrible. It was a fucking ridiculous tragedy. Stupid. Just dumb shit. Bad guy. And, you know, I mean, but it's the world must continue. The world must go. The world must continue to spin, and it will, regardless of what anybody thinks or is hurting. It's just the way it is, man. Just the way it is.
And Universal's not releasing this movie, or didn't plan to release this movie on Valentine's Day out of disrespect for Parkland. That was not any kind of intention whatsoever. The fact that they're kind of twisting it a little bit to make it seem disrespectful, that irritates me. But now, if some movie came out about a school shooting, don't do it on Valentine's Day. Don't do it on the same day that, you know, Sandy Hook happened and all this, you know, all the other ones. Don't do that. Columbine. Don't do that. But this is a situation that could never happen in real life.
Exactly.
You know? So
I'm with you. I'm just shooting from the hip here, but I'm pretty sure the killer doesn't have a gun in the movie. And I really hope you guys picked up on that shit. Oh, fuck.
Well, anyway, I guess that wraps up Let's Go Camping. Fucking Colonel. Jesus, man.
Is he done? Is he done?
Oh, he's fucking fired. He is fucking fired.
I was going to say, would you please do the honors and get it out of the way?
We're hiring. Death Curse Society is hiring.
Well, I'm sorry. Show's getting too serious, getting too political. Let me break it up.
And it does, and it will every time it comes up, which is why we try to ignore religion and politics.
We try to stay away from it, but I thought this was a pretty interesting topic, and yeah, until Colonel's, fuck, man. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up for Let's Go Camping, I hope.
God, I hope so.
We're going to go out on a slightly controversial note, it looks like. But Happy Death Day does drop in theaters February 13th, which is a Wednesday. Get a date. Find somebody to stroke you off in the theater while the movie is probably sucking, and go watch it. We're going to take a break, and we'll be... We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after this.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
Fucking Colonel. God damn it, stop!
Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back. I'm getting another beer. You want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back!
Hi, I'm Tom Savini, and you're watching Death Curse Society. But why?
Welcome back to Death Curse Society, to whatever viewers we might have left after that. we've got some shotgun topics to talk to you about now. So here's some stories around the campfire.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason.
Hey, come back, come back!
Our first topic on stories around the campfire this time around. Walking Dead finally returns February 10th. Are you ready for the Whisperers? We are. Let's talk a little bit about Walking Dead. Colonel, start us off on this.
Well, hell yeah, I'm ready for the Whispers, man. They're going to fuck all kinds of shit up. I've been looking forward to these guys for seasons now. Just waiting to bring some excitement back into the show. Well, Negan's free. What the fuck is he going to do? And he's the wild card right now. I have my feelings of what's going to happen with him with Rick's departure from the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of thinking Negan and Daryl shows what's going to turn into. And another thing, get that fucking wig off of Melissa McBride. That shit is terrible. That bugs me every time I see it. I just want to take that fucking wig out back and shoot it. All right? Because it looks like they got it from fucking Goodwill. I cannot stand it anymore. Just get rid of it.
It is pretty rough. It is pretty rough hair. I will give you that much. Besides the Whisperers, anything you're expecting from this last few episodes of the season arc?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it in mind, not expect anything. Okay. I just want to enjoy it because this is the first time in a while I've actually enjoyed The Walking Dead. Now I don't want to ruin it with who's next to go, blah 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 blah. I was like, bring on the Whisperers, even though they do kind of look a mix between Corey Taylor from Slipknot and Paper Mache Mask from Rob Zombie's Halloween. It's just a double barrel of fucking trouble.
Very true. Very true. There's they've had some good teasers that they've put out, and kind of leading up to this debut. They've switched their marketing around a little bit. Well, maybe not switched around, but kind of amped it up a little bit with some different things going on this time. So I'm looking forward to it. Ziggy, let's talk about The Walking Dead with you.
All right, let me take a shot at this here. No? All right.
I'm keeping a straight face on purpose.
Yeah. So the Whisperers are here. Looks like it's actually reflecting a little bit more horror now than it was before. So, I mean, I'm all down with that. Still getting used to this 6-year jump or so, whatever it did. Negan, I think that's actually what I am looking forward to. Probably a little more than the Whisperers. That's going to be cool. We already saw that. That ending with that cemetery shit was fucking amazing, man. So any more of that, come on. I love it. That's what I want. But the Negan thing is definitely going to be probably... I would say my prediction is this. I'm going to go a little deeper than Colonel on it and give a prediction. I say Negan does take out another major character. That's my prediction. This season. Or we'll probably be left with a cliffhanger at it, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah, maybe. They're going to have 2 threats, really, potentially, unless Negan comes back and he's also in a situation where he needs a crew. I'm wondering if there's a chance that him and, our main group can work together. I don't know. I mean, he's been kind of chatting with some of the members for a while in the jail cell and kind of, building relationships with some of these people individually, especially like Judith and Michonne. Now, Michonne obviously doesn't trust him at all, but can some of them trust him enough to fight alongside of him with this new threat coming up? We'll see.
Do you think there's any merit to some of Rick's visions, one of them being Negan gardening in the garden with very close members of Alexandria? So, with a big long beard and stuff. So, I mean... what do you guys think of that? Is that a possibility? Is that an avenue that Negan could take, or is he coming back for death and blood?
I think at first he's coming back for blood, but he might. There's even a possibility he might kind of play the like a Two-Face kind of deal. He might play the, hey, I'm here to help you guys, and while he's in depth with them than come out and cold cock somebody. But he's got to find Lucille first. Where the fuck is Lucille? You know, Negan's not going to be the same without her. So another thing I'm really looking forward to is the character and especially the actress of Judith. I'm real interested to see what they do with her. I mean, obviously she's going to be like the new Carl, but I think they're going to have some fun with her, and I think she's going to be a pretty dynamic part of especially this arc leading up to the end of season 9, and probably even a big part of what's to come in the future. So I'm excited for her.
That's what I mean. That jump, that time jump with Judith now being, you know, at least a coherent age where she can contribute to this, you know. I mean, and that's what I mean. You know, not sure how I feel about it yet, you know. Still kind of, you know, I guess holding on to what we've had for 5-6 years, you know. I mean, so it's different, and it seems like it's getting better though. I don't know. They must have some fresh writers up on this because it's completely changed paths, you know. I mean.
Oh yeah, they the new showrunner, Kang, is that her name? Angela Kang? I want to say. I don't know. Yeah, I think she's brought some fresh blood to it this last season and what's coming up now.
Well,
and,
let's be honest, it needed it. I mean,
yeah,
it was in the ratings. They see the ratings numbers, say, okay, we're dropping. We need to boost them back up.
Oh no, I definitely agree. I mean, the ratings were pretty abysmal for a show that was likely to get picked up again, at least for another season, at least one more. The ratings haven't necessarily gone up yet, though, and I really don't expect them to pick up too much. I mean, I think this premiere will have maybe a little bit of a bump, but then it may, unless it just blows everybody out of the water, I expect it to just kind of do what it's been trending for a while and just slowly going down.
I don't know. I think this premiere, like I said, it all comes down to this premiere.
Yeah.
Honestly, it does. If it fails, you're done. Well, not automatically, but you know.
I think they're already renewed for the next season, but
10 years.
Yeah. Wow. But I don't know if they're going to be able to go much further than that. Especially if Rick is, you know, a non-issue in this. I think that was. Although I'm interested in the idea of what they're going to do with him, with the movies and everything, I think that was a big mistake cutting him out of the series.
Well, you know, if he wants to go, he wanted to go, you know, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, Rick was my dude, man. It sucks seeing him go. I don't like the fact that he got rescued and he's going to be making movies. It's like, fuck, I'd rather see him get torn apart, you know what I mean? Write him out for good.
Closure, right?
Yeah, closure, exactly.
I am fascinated by the stroke and the power of the showrunners that have come on, though, because things have drastically changed each time that position has changed, you know. So, I think, like I said, you want to get me, you want people of my ilk and then do more of that shit you did in that cemetery. That was tits. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely bring the horror back.
Yeah.
So, just real quick, a little bit inside information on that cemetery scene. Did you know they had to shoot it 6 times?
I shot him 6 times. 6 times. 6 times. Can't have gotten very far. Come on. 6 times. I shot him in the heart. I shot him in the 6 times.
One last thing I'm kind of excited for is hopefully they give us at least a little bit more information about what has transpired during that 6-year break, because there seems to be a lot of mystery going along with like the scars on a couple of members' backs. The tension between Michonne and Maggie. Of course, Maggie, I think, is out of the picture now too. So I want some answers to that. Walking Dead returns February 10th. Tune in on AMC and check it out. Premiering on Netflix February 1st, Velvet Buzzsaw, which seems like a interesting flick. Check this trailer out and we're going to chat about it right after this.
Critique is so limiting and emotionally draining. I'm hoping you find something to explain what's happening.
Which one's better, 1 or 2? Better, worse, no different.
No different.
I'm quite curious to know what you think.
I think sober hasn't been good for him.
Pierce was in the full bloom of alcoholism here.
Exactly.
Never should have quit drinking.
No originality. No courage. My opinion.
I can't save you.
I found something.
Who did these? They're mesmeric.
A guy upstairs, he died.
And you just took them.
He had no family or friends.
I can make you rich.
It's brilliant.
Demand has people ready to kill.
Have you ever heard of an artist named Ventral D's?
No, not in our records, and we have everyone.
The artist used blood to create the reddish blacks.
You ever notice anything about this painting? You look at it long enough, it moves.
As I research these, I'm starting to think there's a disgust for the world of money.
We spent decades in a psychiatric hospital for the criminally insane.
There is some sort of power. Some spirit. It's connected to his art. Something truly goddamn strange is going on!
This is a slaughterhouse.
Are you aware that Dee's asked that all his art be destroyed?
Get rid of it. Box it all.
I can't save you.
People thought she was part of an exhibit. We're trending on Instagram. It's a major hit.
Velvet Buzzsaw, which premieres on Netflix February 1st, looks kind of interesting. Jake Gyllenhaal in a weird-looking horror film. Colonel, talk to us about Velvet Buzzsaw.
Velvet Buzzsaw. The thing that stood out most to me in this trailer, the cast is fucking solid. Fucking solid. It gives me hope for the film. Demonic paintings. Okay. They're killing hipster douchebags. Cool. Well, I can't argue with that. That's all right. I mean, fucking everybody hates a snobby fucking. Well, the artist in this painting was going for a metro look, and fuck you. It's fucking color. Call it what it is. So it's gonna be nice seeing this smug bastard's getting killed off. It looks promising, but there's just enough horror in it to classify it as a horror. There's nothing we haven't seen before. Like I said, demonic paintings. Yeah. I've seen this shit on a million different fucking times, man. But yeah, at least they got a good cast. We'll see what happens.
Right. All righty, Zach, what do you got on this?
Velvet Buzzsaw. Right?
Yeah.
No, I've been hearing about this, and I checked out the trailer, and I was immediately struck with a couple of thoughts. One of them being American Psycho hit me right in the face, and the way that they exploited those yuppies in the 80s and everything, and those suits like that. Mm-hmm. I loved it. Christian Bale, killing them off and everything. Fucking, that was good. That's what I felt like this is. It's going to be the same kind of take, taking out the snobby artist kind of way, and although a little more supernatural. I got a vibe kind of like John Malkovich, maybe the devil. That's what I initially thought in the couple of scenes I saw with him, or he's a really high up collector, something like that. But he's in on this. I know that just from this trailer. Yeah, demonic paint. I don't know, man. It looks interesting. It looks a little bit, like maybe they thought they had a little bit too much of a good original idea, and maybe went a little far with it. We'll see. I'm not really sure. The plot doesn't stand out to me what this is yet. So
right.
But I love how it feels like a satire towards the snobby art community, and I'm all for it because pretentiousness needs to die.
Yeah, the trailer almost plays out as two different kind of films. And it starts out as almost this tongue-in-cheek, satirical look at, the art world and making you. But here's the thing: it stuff like this sometimes makes you hate the characters that you're meeting, and it's tough to get emotionally attached to characters if you do not like them, if you just absolutely hate them as people. Is it going to be one of those where when somebody does die later on, you're just going to be like, yeah, you're almost rooting for the painting or rooting for the killer? I don't know. And then it switches into this horrific kind of demonic, whatever it is, possession kind of painting deal. Sawbuzz Vetvel seems like a decent movie. I don't know. We'll see what it is. I mean, Velvet Buzzsaw, my bad. Like Colonel said, the cast looks just outrageous. What the hell is John Malkovich doing? Is he just sitting in the Netflix offices going, hey, let me read all these scripts. Yeah, I'll do that one. Yeah, I'll do that one. Yeah, that one looks good. I'll just hang out here for a while. Right. Toni Collette, I mean, hell yeah. I mean, she was in the best horror movie, in my opinion, of 2018 and did a phenomenal job. Hereditary, if you guys don't remember. Rene Russo, who did not get a chub over Rene Russo in the 80s and 90s? I mean, ding, Major League, that's my bitch right there. And of course Jake Gyllenhaal, he's a good little actor. I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he does some solid stuff. It looks like an interesting flick. I'm excited for it, actually.
Excited, wrong word for me. More curious, I think, because I want to know what it is. I want to impress me. You know what I mean? Show me something. And if you take that American Psycho route, I will be pleased. But I don't know. I can't tell. That was my initial first impression. What I saw, and again, it kind of changes gears halfway through and goes more demonic and supernatural. But hey, man, if you did it right, I think it could probably be a little scarier than Bird Box, and you'll have another fucking hit on your hands. Cast is on. Cast is on point. We love it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like I said, my word is interested. I'm interested in this film. Wouldn't be much hard to be scarier than Bird Box. I didn't find anything particularly scary about that movie.
So check out Velvet Buzzsaw on Netflix exclusively starting February 1st. We'll have more about it probably on the next episode. We'll see. Another film coming to video on demand, I think, pretty soon. February 8th is when the Amityville Murders drops. Get ready for another chapter of Amityville. I think Colonel's having a stroke, so watch this trailer. We'll be right back.
I see the end coming. A terrible, beautiful end.
My name is Ronald DeFeo Jr., but people call me Butch. This is my family, and this is our house. But we aren't the only ones who live here.
The house, it makes things happen. Bad things.
I thought I heard something in my room.
What did you hear, son?
It sounded like voices coming from my room.
Something different happened down there the other day.
I've got the devil on my back with that kid.
Butch is not the devil. He's our son.
I can't eat. I can't sleep. I just spend night after night after night watching you.
Gotta get out of this house.
There's no way out.
What have we done?
We awakened them.
Leave me alone!
Mom, there's something wrong with Bob.
Jesus fucking Christ, Bob, I'll talk about it. Okay. Bob will not get off my ass about this new fucking Amityville movie coming out, okay? he is like super pumped about this fucking movie. Then, hold on, I gotta calm down. Bob's making me be less professional, spewing profanity at our audience. God, Bob's a fucking dick. Okay.
Who is
Bob? Yes, the voice is in my head. Don't just ignore Bob.
Oh, okay.
Ignore Bob. I mean, he's been telling me to shoot my family for years, and I've been avoiding it. But okay, so he's thought the trailer was edited solid. He thought it was a perfect edit for that trailer. He thinks it looks amazing. I think it could be good, but based on the history of any film that has to do with Amityville, majority of them fucking suck, minus the original. The original's top notch for me. The rest of them have been fucking terrible. I do like where it's. I don't know if they've done this in the past before. I'm sure they have, but like setting up the story to the killings that led to the, the fucking curse of the Amityville house or whatever.
Right.
God damn it, Bob! I'm trying to think. Just go on. He won't shut up. I gotta meditate. Just go.
All right. We'll let Bob and Colonel have a moment. But yes, I do agree. I can't remember them doing a movie about Ronald DeFeo Jr. He's always been kind of mentioned in the background or the backstory, but I don't remember one. There may be one, but that's the one thing that piques my curiosity about this, because Amityville has been done to fucking death, like you said. It's just ridiculous anymore how many. What are there, 12 movies now? It seems like. It's the same amount of movies as Friday the 13th, So, what? It's getting weird. But I am going to give this one a shot and see what it looks like. Ziggy, talk to us a little bit about Amityville Murders.
I said earlier, beating a dead horse. I mean, this is, again, this has been told at least 3 or 4 times in other films in during credit rolls or whatever, or did this really warrant a full feature telling this story? Is it that interesting? I mean, what could they really do besides they've bored the shit out of us with the last half a dozen movies they've made? I haven't enjoyed one myself since The Possession. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
The remake was okay. But I mean, for me, I hate to be fucking such a downer on some of this shit, man. But I mean, this Hollywood is got to get their fucking head out of their ass and smell the fresh air a little bit, man, and see that there's more out there than these retreads they keep throwing at us. Yeah, it's a prequel. Fuck off, all right? We know what happened, and we all know that this fucking thing was a hoax anyway. So that, that kills it for me, a lot of it. A lot of the whole thing.
I got you, but I mean, a lot of people give it credence. The whole backstory. I mean, it would if they didn't give it so much credence, this film series wouldn't be as popular as it is. The book wouldn't be as popular as it is.
I think it started in a time, mid-'70s, where obviously we don't have what we have now with all this, the technology and everything. But I mean, that was a book long before it was a movie, and it's kind of how it worked. You'd write a book, it would blow up and hit the world. Everyone loved it, and then they would buy the rights and make the fucking movie. That's how it went down. That's just how it went. And here we are, almost 50 years later, and it's I don't know. I just don't. I guess I have to see it. I mean, because I've seen the rest of them, but I don't know. It'll be challenging for them to deliver a 90-minute feature on this one little backstory.
Well,
and you hear about anyway.
Right. And the difficult part about that is, I mean, no one was there. I mean, the only person that's alive or was alive after the events of this happening that they're getting ready to tell in the Amityville Murders was Junior Butch. You're going to take just his word and make a movie based on the word of him? Okay, but then you've got a lot of gaps to fill in. So a lot of this is going to be major speculation on the part of the filmmakers and the screenwriter, which is the case with a lot of based on true events kind of bullshit anyway. But this one seems to be stretching it just a little bit. And like Zach said, I mean, yeah, it's been done, short versions of this in numerous movies, but we haven't had a full film on this. I don't know if it's going to make it, but I'll give it a shot and see what happens.
Here's a thought. Take the concept. You got that. You already got the backstory. Make a fucking scary movie. Put the fucking monsters in there. Put the ghosts and the demons in there, man. Let us see that shit. Let us see them go insane. Show us. Give us something.
That might be what's going on. I don't know. We'll see.
Bob says it's on video on demand for a reason, guys. Fuck. At least it's not in theaters.
Bob is quite intelligent.
Bob may have a point. Tell Bob to go get something to eat while we finish up Stories Around the Campfire for a little bit, all right?
Bob said, put a dick in your mouth.
The CW. What? Are we really going to talk about the CW? Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, a little bit we are. But they are in talks. They have ordered the pilot to be produced of a potential Lost Boys series, which seems kind of interesting. Lost Boys, one of my favorite horror films of all time. Fucking boom. Just, it's up there. Up there. Love that movie. Do not fuck this up, CW. Don't Riverdale it, please. Or if you Riverdale it a little bit, but not too much. You can Chilling Adventures of Sabrina it a little, but still make it cool. Please, please don't fuck this up. Any initial thoughts on Lost Boys coming to the CW? Let's start with Colonel.
Initial thoughts. I'm with you. Please don't fuck it up. The fact it's on CW, I have a feeling it's going to get fucked up. But what gives me hope is the huge successful show, which I have not watched a single episode of, but everybody loves, is Supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
So they tend to seem to know what they're doing when it comes to this kind of stuff to keep the teens into the series and make it a long-running series.
Right.
I better see a fucking cameo of the Frog Brothers, or at least Corey fucking Feldman. I better see a badass motherfucker wearing purple spandex, fucking pants, playing the sax. Like, fuck, man, that's like the best scene in the whole fucking movie. Because, I mean, let's be honest, I like The Lost Boys.
I don't know about that.
My favorite vampire film from the 80s is Near Dark. I put that one above Lost Boys. Lost Boys is a good film, but its own series, I'm skeptical.
Yeah, I didn't even like the sequel movies that they did, with, I think one of them had Corey Feldman in it, but you say cameo, bitch better get a Kiefer Sutherland cameo. I don't care if he's just, the weird, like, kind of the Crazy Ralph character of the town or something that they moved to and he gets killed off in the first episode or whatever. There fucking better be a Kiefer Sutherland cameo. That's all I'm saying.
They might be able to pull it off now. 10 years ago, I've been like, no, there's no way. They might be able to get him for a couple episodes.
Yeah. I think they could. I mean, they may have to pony up a few extra bucks, but I think they could do it. Ziggy, what do you got on this? You look thrilled.
CW. I'm gonna actually, you'd be surprised with what I'm about to say. I think not a strong track record for great shows anyway. At least stuff that we would be into. Supernatural is one of them. I did see a few of those, and a couple of them were creepy. I've seen The Flash. I've seen Arrow. Those are CW shows. Here's the thing. What I take from that, and why I mention it, is production value. Because they are spending some money on these things. They do look good. Lost Boys is tricky because you have to ground it in that first movie. You have to. Fuck those sequels, man. They don't even feel like Lost Boys movies to me, personally.
No.
Agreed. I agree with both of you guys. You got to have some cameos, some strong cameos. Not necessarily in the same roles they were in. I would like to see that, maybe a couple of them, Jason Patrick come back, that'd be cool, you know.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Feldman, sure. The Frog Brothers, that's a no fucking brainer. I think that's happening for sure. At least an episode's worth, you know. But you have to, man, you got to watch this, man. If you start going off what that is and fucking with that legend and everything, this is just going to be another, what is it? You know, just pull one out of a hat of all the shit shows they've made and fucked up, you know. I mean, skeptical to say the least, but I'm encouraged. I'm happy to see him taking a property like this and running with it. I gotta see what they come up with here. And yeah, if they Riverdale it all the way down like that and make it Twilighty kind of shit, dude, this shit is gone. It probably won't make a season. So I mean,
nah.
Let's hope for the best. But CW, hey man, this is I appreciate you guys putting on the big boy shoes and taking a walk here, man. But as my compadres have said here, don't fuck it up.
Put a strong foot forward. Don't shoot yourself in the foot coming out of the gate, man.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of set on a set track here. You can ride this thing and make it work and be good enough, or you can derail it and ruin it. And that's slippery slope, my friends.
This is a project that's been in production at the CW for about 3 years now, since 2016, I think. And I think one of the original plans from one of the writers that was attached to it at one point was he wanted a dedication for 10 seasons to, and he had it all mapped out from what I understood. And the CW was just like, yeah, we can't promise you 10 seasons, you know, not just based on, you know, a log line and a pitch. No, we got to see some product. So I don't think he's attached anymore. So it seems like they maybe streamlined it a little bit or had got it figured out in a way that, you know, hey, we might only get 1 season or we might get 6, you know, who knows?
Right now we got a pilot, which we may never even see. So
true. Exactly. Kind of like that Tremors pilot that we were supposed to get.
That's it.
A year ago with Kevin Bacon that was filmed, and from the still photos that I've seen looked fucking amazing, but we're never going to see it. So
unfortunately, I'd feel a little more excited for it if, say, Sci-Fi Channel had it. Then again, let's remember, Sci-Fi also hacked the fucking Tremor show. Yeah. They've been hacking all their good fucking shows here recently. That Butcher Block gone that you like so much. That's done.
Yeah, they just canceled Channel Zero last week too. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. But
so
yeah, shit happens.
Who knows?
We'll cover it if it comes to the light of day. We will see it and we'll cover it for you and we'll give it to you unfiltered, no bullshit.
Damn right. Yeah. Lost Boys was the cool vampires. Don't fuck it up and be uncool. Don't be uncool, Jerome.
Don't make them wear skinny jeans, goddammit. Let their nuts hang.
I'll be right back. Don't get dressed.
Do you like Death Curse Society?
Support the DCS by advertising with us. We have several different ways to advertise. Sponsor a segment or a complete show, 30 or 60-second commercials, product placements or service discussion, banner ads with links on our interactive website, full website page sponsorships, get Facebook and Twitter mentions from our host or special guest, special shout-outs on our YouTube channel, and more. You can even advertise regionally through our website and keep your costs down, or ask about our package deals to save even more. Visit our website at deathcursesociety.com and click on the advertising sponsorship link under contact on the main menu. Thanks.
They're back.
All right, welcome back to Death Curse Society. It's time for some viewer questions. So let me ask you a question.
Little pigs, let me come in.
Here's Johnny.
All right, our first question today is from Iceman316 Sub-Zero, and he sent this to us.
DCS, Iceman here. All right, here's your question. You're a killer in a movie. You're going to kill somebody, but you're going to use a way that hasn't been used before. Get creative, enjoy it. Look forward to hearing your answers. All right, guys, keep doing what you're doing. DCS out. Peace.
All right, interesting question. Thank you, Iceman. Appreciate it. Sounds a little psychotic. I don't know where you're leaning, but yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's start with Colonel on this one. Colonel, you got a good kill?
I think so. I really thought outside of the box on this one, okay? So, if I was to ever kill somebody in a movie and be creative, what I would like to do is hang them on a wall, arms up, shackled like this, peel their skin off one layer at a time, throw some fucking salt on them, be like, all this other shit.
Salty, he's salty, she's salty, so salty. I'm saucy, drip.
Really get them in that kind of pain, and then make them watch fucking reruns of Hee Haw for hours on end, blast. Come back, do the same shit. That is outside the box and original guy. That's the best I got for something outside of the box.
Hee Haw or Rings would work there.
Fucking either or, man. Pick your fucking poison. Yeah. I mean, it's like playing Russian roulette with all 6 chambers full of wheels. So one of them's going to get you.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Sorry to the Hee Haw fans, but fuck Hee Haw.
Hey, Indian, do you know the difference between unlawful and illegal? Sure. Unlawful is against the law. Illegal is a sick bird.
Ziggy, what do you got?
Yeah, I mean, everything's been done to death. But I think I would like probably... hopefully it was somebody deserving too. Someone did something heinous, but I would love to bounce somebody Detroit style into a wood chipper head first. That's what I would do. And just watch the rooster tail of bone and blood and guts go flailing across the sky and into the ground. It would be glorious. And that's how I would do it. Never been done before. I mean, you've seen things like this in Fargo, but not to the degree in my fucking sick, twisted brain.
Right. A good wood chipper scene. I get you. The one that I could think of was actually something I thought about a long time ago. I actually wrote a script many moons ago called Side, which actually helped get me a little bit of attention way back in the day when I was a professional writer. At Side, CIDE, if you didn't notice. But basically the storyline about it was these 4 friends all face they just die horrible deaths all within the same day. And it's kind of a little weird tale. The one that there's several, all of them I really like, but the one that would kind of fit a horror movie is this character named Chaz who thinks he's a ladies' man. Gets picked up by a couple of trailer girls. One of the girls is going down on him, and the other one just, without him even seeing anything, brings up a pair of hedge clippers and just chops him right off, right in the middle, right before he's about to just nut.
Damn!
Yeah. So, yeah. What? You okay there, Zag?
Just don't like that kind of thing.
But that would be mine, and obviously it's not something you're going to, especially when I wrote it back in the 90s, you wouldn't see much. You would just kind of feel and hear it. Especially a guy would definitely feel it once he heard it. But yeah, that would probably be the way I went.
You take a nice bratwurst sausage and snap it. That'd be the sound effect. Holy crap, dude. People would be puking in the aisles.
The strangest part is this, the script is a comedy script. So go figure. Our next questions, we got 2 actually from another guy. Our next questions come from a guy named Brucey Kick. Check this out.
up, DCS? This is Brucey Kick. You said you wanted questions. I got questions for you. Have you ever been in a movie, you started watching it, and it ended up just being shit, and you got up and walked out? It could be any movie. Just be what you were watching, like, oh my god, this movie's shit. I'm going to go upstairs, take the film reel out, wipe my ass with it, and leave. Number 2. Has there ever been a movie where you have considered shitting your pants just to stay and watch it because it was so good and you didn't want to get up to go take a shit? Let me know. I mean, I'm dying to know. I know everybody else out here is dying to know.
Oh, God, dude, what's going on here? Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Fuck. It's just gross, dude. Thank you for the questions, I guess, but you seem to have like a weird predilection for shit. Weird. We appreciate creativity from questions, but this might be going a little too far. So we're going to have to screen these questions from Brucey next time. We'll see. So let's start with Zigzag on this. Name a movie that was shit and you walked out of.
Actually, I've never walked out on a movie. I'm kind of a glutton for punishment once I'm there, hence me sitting through both your questions. But yeah, I haven't walked out of a movie ever. I've sat through the worst pieces of shit of all time and still analyzed it and wondered why it didn't work, stuff like that. That's what I do with it, try to make it work, get my money. I don't know, whatever. I'm cheap, I guess. And then maybe the Shawshank Redemption I would shit my pants for to stay and watch.
Fair enough. That is a good one. Colonel, what do you got?
All right. Well, first of all, $100 says this motherfucker gets a blumpkin from his wife at least once a year. Jesus Christ. That was fucking gross. All right. So, unlike Zag, I'm too much of a cheap ass. I have never walked out of a movie before, even if they were shit. I'm not wasting my money. Now, as far as when I shit my pants I'm watching, I'm not going to fucking shit my pants. I'll pause the motherfucker. Even though I did, this isn't horror related. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I held in a piss for probably a good 30 fucking minutes because that movie would not fucking end at a logical point. My bladder about exploded by the time the fucking movie was over, but I did not leave. I'm not a shit in together, man.
Mm-hmm. I peed in my popcorn bucket.
With popcorn in there?
Well, there's just a handful left. I mean,
okay.
It's a long movie, dude.
Did you eat that popcorn?
He did.
Never mind. I don't even want to know. I don't want to know.
No.
Okay.
Shut up. What are we talking to Colonel anyway? Go back to him.
Yeah, hold on. All right. I think, yeah.
No. You can't deflect this back to me, man. You open Pandora's box. It stays open. It doesn't close.
I still want to know how many people are out there Googling Blumpkin right now. What the fuck's that? Oh, my God.
Bruce, that one's for you, baby.
Yeah, no shit. All right, so mine, again, like Zag and Colonel, I have never walked out of a movie, but there was one movie I went to, Kevin Costner, Waterworld. I passed stone cold the fuck out like 20 minutes in. Done. Somebody woke me up at the end of the movie and was like, didn't realize you were asleep. Let's go. Like, all right.
Wasn't that bad.
And they told me, they were like, man, that was pretty good. I can't believe you fell asleep during it. I was like, I'll go see it again. Literally went back a week later to watch it again. Dozed right the fuck off again. Never seen the movie. Never seen the movie since.
All right, Colonel confession, real quick. Don't get back on track. So when 2009's reboot of Friday the 13th came out, fucking excited, man. Took a day off work, went to the first showing on the 13th, fell the fuck asleep during the movie, man. Missed it. Woke up and the credits were fucking rolling. Get the goddamn thing on DVD. I still haven't finished it in 10 fucking years. I still don't know how the movie ends because every time I watch it, I fall asleep.
Well,
You've seen it before. Let's just leave it at that.
I was just saying
you're not missing much.
I say that reboot is my melatonin, man. I don't need that fucking pill. I turn it on, I just pass the fuck out.
I once went to a midnight movie expecting to see sounded like a great horror title. I was all excited because we used to go everything back then when this came out. We get in there and sit down for my screening of Dead Poets Society. I fell asleep. Wasn't false advertising, man. When the title doesn't match the material, you know what I mean?
But dude, I love that movie.
I know.
I love that fucking movie.
Now remember, I said maybe.
It still stinks in here a little bit, so fuck.
You gotta get the good stuff where it lasts.
Yeah.
Potpourri in here right now. I need a couple of throw pillows and a purple sash.
I'm gonna have to light a fucking candle in here later now because of Bruce. Thanks, Brucey.
Ridiculous.
But hey, thanks to Brucey and Iceman for the questions. We do appreciate it. And if you guys want to send us questions, you can do it right here or just find us on Facebook. Submit a question on there. From time to time, we look for you guys. We want to talk to you, the fans, and start a conversation. So, all right, gang. I think that's going to wrap it up for the show tonight. Want to appreciate you guys for watching today. Colonel, send them out.
So I want to say a special shout out and thank you to Filmora for making such a wonderful product that makes all this amateurness, if that's a word, look professional. And I think that starts with a Q.
Yeah, amateurness is a word now, that's for sure. Also, check us out at deathcursesociety.com and also check us out on all the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Hit those subscribe buttons, hit those like buttons, all that jazz. Zigzag, what do you got?
You see that fine specimen up above me here wearing his nice t-shirt? You can get one too. We got them for you. The Death Curse Society limited edition original run logo t-shirt is now available at paypal.me/zigzag is DCS. I'm the guy. I got them right here. I'll get you set up, shipped out. They're $20 a piece. And then if you're a little bigger, more manly, double X and higher are 25. Sorry about that. Don't blame me. It's the fat guy tax. Blame the shirt guy.
The fat guy tax?
The fat guy tax.
Fat guy tax, big dick.
Still January, motherfuckers. Where's your diets?
Whatever.
Went out the window January 2nd.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Our next episode is going to be February 14th. Valentine's Day. Yeah, Parkland students ain't slowing us down, motherfucker. Woo! We're coming out guns blazing on Valentine's Day.
Shooting the shit.
It's going to be our Love Bites episode. We'll have some shit to talk about, I'm sure, with that. So, for the Colonel and for Zigzag and the Missing Moley this time, we'll get him back next time, hopefully.
He's back.
I'm Rick Crank saying DCS out.
DCS out. While you're Googling Blumpkin, Google Blue Waffle. You'll be
No. Mute Colonel. Don't listen to Colonel.
You're fired again.
And I'm leaving that in. I'm not editing around that. So let's try to keep our controversies one to a show.
Man, I was gonna work in a fucking shooting fucking thing in every topic, man.
Go for it. Man, if it did catch some kind of some social justice warrior out there gets a hold of it and these motherfuckers. Look what these assholes said. Hey, really, it was just one asshole.
To us, though.
Just one asshole.
The Walking Dead.
Yellow stars.
Black Mamba. I don't know what any of this means.
Red Alpha. All right, Velvet Buzzsaw. Blah 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 blah. You can
try that again.
All right, Velvet. Son of a bitch.
Oh man, that may not have been the most informative show, but that was a lot of fun.
That was fun, man.
Holy fuck!
That's
Oh
what
god!
Talking about ramping up the the stupidity, you know, really. I
Yeah.
mean, we're doing, if not, we're just doing what everyone else is doing.